Okay, so I'm here with Jeff Bonetto, and we're going to be talking a little bit about sales and how to increase your sales. And no better person than the sales guru mixed with another sales guru, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
No, but seriously speaking, I decided to make this video because, I really want to help out as much as possible with people who want to get better at sales. Jeff's a funny guy, he's a funny character, and I always said I've known him for a while, and, I've always said to you, Jeff, and I really mean this, dude, I would personally buy from you because why? You make me laugh, you're always trustworthy, I can always trust the words your words you're going to actually say, but this is what I was basically saying and what I was getting at with sales. A lot of people who are, mid to average type of salespeople, I promise you, what happens is when they actually go out there to sell their product or service, the main thing is they actually beat themselves up once they don't get a sale. I still remember, Jeff, I promise you, when I got started selling door to door, nobody knows how, I've always been a very good salesperson, but nobody knows how many times I got rejected coming home, with either one sale or no sales at all, when I seen other people excelling and actually getting sales. And what I was doing was I was just beating myself up, being like, dude, maybe this is not for me, maybe I can't do this. All the reasons and all the excuses why I couldn't personally do the job. And what hurts the most people is that, I'll be honest with you, in sales. It's like they think when they start a new sales job, especially a new sales job, they feel like, they got to close a ton of sales right away off the bat. It normally doesn't happen. For some people it does, but the majority it doesn't. Sales is something you acquire, and especially when you're doing a new type of sales job, it's something you actually acquire over some period of time. You remember when you used to work at the Brick?
Yeah.
Did you like what you were doing there?
Yeah.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Okay, don't be shy. Get social. Don't worry now that you're
No, I liked it. I liked it. It was good. I got to people came to me with a need, and I got to sell them a product to fill their need.
Yeah.
So it was nice. It was fulfilling.
Sure. I mean, one big thing with me, the reason why I've always liked sales was because it was a challenge, but in sales, it's high paying. And that's the best part is with sales, you can actually find, a type of job, or you can find, different types of things that you can do and make a lot of money over a longer period of time. Like now with Phil Quick here, we're going to be selling this product. What is it going to look like? Do you know personally? Because me, I definitely know how it's going to look like with us actually, picking up the phones and selling it, going in, walking into businesses and saying, hey, this is our software. This is what we're going to do. Do you know how it's going to look like?
Nope.
Okay. I do, and I'll tell you. Basically, this is what's going to happen. So we have the motherload of all softwares over here that does, and within the last couple of days, we've been going through the process of, how powerful it really is, right? The big thing with this is no matter how powerful, no matter how great, even if, let's just say Google was not as popular as it is today, and we would go in and try and sell people in on using Google, there would be a lot of people out there who would just not even want to listen to you to actually even getting them to use Google. Why? Because it's up to that salesperson to actually reach out to the person and show them, to take them from, what happens is, when you're walking up to a brand new customer, so a cold call of a sale, let's just say. So you're walking up to somebody, a brand new business, and you want them to use your product or service, which in return, if they use your product or service, it means you as a salesperson gets paid. This is the biggest issue in sales. Salespeople will not understand that when you're walking up to that actual business, the first thing that goes through their mind is salesperson. He wants to get a sale and make money, and what that means to me as the potential customer is it's going to take money out of my pocket, forking it over to you to benefit you. Subconsciously, that's what's going on. So until a salesperson actually understands what is going on in that process, can they know how to actually change what they do in order to acquire that customer as a sale? Now, no matter what, you're going to find people who cannot utilize your product as you're walking up there, who don't want to listen to you because they don't like or trust you. No matter who you are, you're going to run into those people. So as a salesperson, you need to understand these things. And once you start understanding these things, you will easily be able to overcome objections and actually progress through a sale. So for example, I come to you right now, Jeff, and let's say I want to pitch you this product. the majority of people start right away. They don't know that sales is an actual step-by-step process. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. You have to actually go, first of all, the introduction, which is the opener, and I just created a video yesterday about the actual opener pitch. In cold calling sales, you have to have a certain opener, not a specific pitch, but something you do to create interest into listening more to you and what you have to offer, if that makes sense. So, for example, the majority of people will come, hey, how's it going? Your name's Jeff. Hey, Jeff, how long have you had your company here for? Okay, well, we know our software they get into the details right away. And that's where, especially throughout this new phase of life, of the way people are today, it doesn't work that way. People will not purchase from you if you want to just right away force feed what you have to offer. Because remember, we talked about in the back of their mind, they know you're a salesperson, and they have that in the back of their mind. They're like, I don't want to deal with the sales. Who wants to deal with salespeople these days? You don't even want to deal with me on this call, I bet you. But
I just have this two words in my head. I'm like, network marketer.
Correct. Yes. And there's nothing wrong. I know you've been involved in network marketing. Nothing wrong with network marketing, but the majority of network marketers will right away just want to hound you. Check my product out, buy it, and that's the wrong way to do business. And network marketing has over the time period evolved too, because what they've done is they were taught to do that in the past, and it worked back then when not a lot of people were actually doing it. But now that times have changed, people have shifted, more people, when the economy collapsed, have switched to sales, and there's more people out there doing it, bombarding, newspaper ads and all this crap that we get on a day-to-day basis. People are faced and bombarded with way too many advertisements, and they don't want to be bothered. So the way we sell and interact and do business with one another these days, completely different. And until people actually realize in that opener that you have to be different, you got to acquire that person's likability and be their friend, you won't sell as many products or services of what you have to offer. So jumping back really quick into what I was talking about with Google and all that, with Phil Quick, for example, here, we're going to have a challenge of people are going to say right away off the bat, great, this is if you're a business owner, you know as much as I do. There are 18,562,422 billion different types of softwares out there for your business. So when somebody even presents you with a product, when somebody even presents you with a new product, right away in your head, you're like, it's just one in that big barrel of people who are actually selling the software, right? Does that not make sense? So by showing you Phil Quick and how powerful we've actually created and how flexible and all that, you know as much as I do that almost every business can benefit. Not every business, but almost every business that satisfies the model of they send out a field worker, if they have sales reps, secretaries, product inventory, payroll, if they have all this, well, what they can actually do is they can actually benefit from having and utilizing the software. But how are we going to get to the end user and be able to get an end user to stop and listen? Because the customers we already acquired saw and actually reached out to us. I reached out to a couple of them, but some reached out to us and saw some core value in this actual software. So your biggest challenge as a salesperson is to get to that stage, not to show them the power of the software. It's to get to that stage comfortably inside the minds of your potential customer, okay? So once you get them to that stage, you should not have to force feed them the actual sale of the product. What you got to do is you have to explain the product's features and benefits to them, and if they see the value in what the software can do for them, that's somebody who, one, we want to earn their business, and two, they'll want to use the software. Whereas people who aren't salespeople or people who are salespeople who go out there and try force feeding the product on everybody, those are the people who don't succeed long term because they're looking for the wrong people. My honest and true, I posted a couple of tweets yesterday on Twitter about, we're looking for customers who can benefit from what we have to offer, not customers in general. because those are your raving customers. Those are your customers who are going to refer you, who are going to keep it long term, who are going to invest time into using the software, who are going to be your customer for life. And these days it's very important, times have shifted, that you look for customers who are targeted to your specific audience, to who you want to actually sell. Does that make sense?
The biggest thing is it has to be relevant to that person.
Yes, it has to be relevant
I try and
to the
sell
person. They have to be
a
able
grandmother
to...
that's...
Yes. Say that again?
I said if I try and sell a grandmother that wants to go get groceries a two-seater sports car, that two-seater sports car is not relevant to her.
That's right.
So chances are she's not going to buy it.
That's right. However, some are, I've seen.
Oh yeah, there's the crazy ones.
But yeah, you're absolutely right, man. That's exactly what I mean. So that's just a little introduction of what I wanted to say on this sales call for the people. I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to get into the more details of this actual software.